Hi, I'm Dr. Isom, and I hope you're doing well today. I want to welcome you back to Life is Healing. And if this is your first time viewing our videos, I hope that you can watch our other videos that we have and to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for notification on future videos. We really would appreciate that, and it helps us to make more videos. Okay, so what we're going to talk about today is how to energetically restructure your water for optimum health and healing using different forms of energy. Okay, so you might have seen other videos on how people restructure water, how they reorganize it. So I'm going to show you some different ways using energy as we do this. Just to let you know that water is very important for our body. It makes up about 66% of our body, 66 to 70%. And the earth also has the same ratio of about 70% water that exists here on our planet. And our blood makes up about 10% of our body weight. So water is almost as important, or more important in some cases than blood, because you wouldn't have flowing blood unless you had water in it. And we know that with dehydration, a person couldn't really survive for more than 3 days without water. They can go a lot longer without food. So water in itself is very, very important. Okay, so I just want to mention too about that water is able to have memory. That is, anything that happens in around water, the water is going to have a memory stored into it or programmed into it. That is emotions, activities, different people that come around water and so forth. And I also want to say that water, if you have water, you're drinking water, that water is best stored in a glass type of container, or I personally like to use stainless steel to store water in this container. And I also have a magnet on mine as well. We're going to talk about that later, why I put a magnet on my stainless steel bottle when I go to the gym and I work out, and how it really benefits me. And we know some people, they have water, they store their water in plastic. I would recommend that you don't store water in plastic because of PBA and other contaminants and xenoestrogen. That plastic, a lot of times, on a molecular level, that the water will pick up what's in the plastic, and there's a big problem on our planet with microplastic and nanoplastic getting into your system, which can affect your endocrine or your hormonal system. So we want to avoid using water stored in plastic. All right, so let's start with the first way. How can we optimize water using energy? Well, one way we can do it is we can use a magnet. All right. So here I have a ceramic magnet here, and it's a block. It has North Pole and South Pole on it. This is about 3,500 Gauss, which is a pretty strong magnet. Now you can use magnets of less Gauss. You can use it for magnets of 200 Gauss, 500 Gauss, 600. And the more powerful the magnet, the less time you'll need to use it to restructure your water. All right, so I'm going to take this magnet here, and I'm going to place it, take this water right here, and I'm going to place the water on top, the jar on top of the magnet, as you can see here. And doing this, if I put this jar on top of this water for about 5 to 10 minutes, you can go long if you like, the magnetic field and the energy, the magnetic field is already interacting with the water molecules, and it's restructuring the water on an ionic level, and it's making the water more alkaline. It's also making the water more smaller in molecules. We call this microclustering of the water molecule, so that the water can actually pass through the membrane of the cell and you become more cellular hydrated, which is very important because in tap water, most of the time the water is very large molecule and has a lot of contaminants that the cell really does not want. So using this here helps with the alkalinity of the water using a magnet. And I had mentioned something about the tap water. Tap water, this is an experiment I did with my own tap water. I used a distiller. And after I distilled the water, I looked at what was left behind in the water. And this is a municipal supply of water that I've used. And you may not be able to see it as well, but I'm going to try to come closer to the camera right here. You can see that this water is really contaminated. There's all kind of particulates in this water. It's a different color. It's an amber color. And it's really weird to see this is what people are actually drinking. Okay, so, you know, tap water, I would highly advise that we stay away from that. And try to avoid water in plastics if you can, whenever you can. That's important too. All right, the next way, form of restructuring water using energy, I had a neat idea, and what I did was that I used magnets. I put little bar rectangular magnets all around this blender, and I put tape on it. It goes all the way around the blender, like so. And this is a Vitamix blender, and then I poured the water into the blender, and I put it on the motor, and I hit, you know, to go ahead and start the spin. And what this does, it creates a vortex in here. A vortex creates more oxygen in your water. And that's why it's good to stir your water and energize your water. Plus, water passing through a magnetic field. With all these magnets, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 magnets, creates electricity into the water. Electrifies the water in a positive way. Because water does conduct electricity. You know, if you have a magnet and you move any wire through it or something's moving through it, it creates a electrical energy as well. So this is an idea that I came up with. Actually, it wasn't my original idea, but I got it from other people's ideas and I put it together. You can use that way. Put the magnets around a blender and then go ahead and turn it on. All right, the next way that we can charge water is using this grounding pad. Okay, so you can take your water and place it outside on the ground surface, on the earth, bare earth, grass, or dirt. And you can also place it on concrete because concrete conducts the earth energy. And you'll get the geomagnetic energy of the earth. And so what you do is you just take this water, and here's my grounding pad that you can find online. And I plug my grounding pad into, you see I have a little prong here, and it goes into the three-prong outlet. And you just plug it into that, place the water on top of the grounding pad like this. Leave it there for about 10 to 15 minutes. You can leave it there long if you like. And it will ground any positive, overabundance of positive particles, protons that's in the water. And a lot of them come from contaminants. They create a lot of positive ions, and they get in the water, and it's not healthy for you because positive ions also associated with inflammation. And it creates more negatively charged ions, which are healthier for you, which help heal the body and alkalize the body and so forth. So placing it on the ground, if you can't do that, then you can use a grounding pad. That's another way that you can restructure energetically your water. All right, so number third way we can do it is using different color type of bottles. You can see this is a red bottle. It's tinted red, and this is tinted green. I can use these different type of bottles. I have other bottles too. I also have a purple one as well. And those colors are associated with the chakras in the body. They also contain certain frequency, because we know red is a frequency, we know green is a frequency. And metaphysics, green is associated with the heart, and red is usually associated with the energy in the body for survival, the lower chakra, the Muladhara chakra, which sits right here at the base of the spine. So you can put water in here, you can put it out in the sun, and let the sun shine on it, and it will pick up the red frequency, and this water now is charged. So you can select the color that you want and charge the water in a way that you would like for that water to be charged. Okay? So this is a great idea. I usually do this during the summer, and this is a great way to energize your water. I have a book here that I wrote a while ago called Spiritual Technology, Tools and Methods. In this book, I detail a lot of things that I'm talking about today. And it's about using energy to restructure water, your energy field, learning how to tap into energy and so forth. And I have various chapters in here about everything I'm talking about: grounding, energizing water, magnetic energy. And so I'll leave a link in the description. You may be interested in checking out this book. Again, it's called Spiritual Technology, Tools and Methods, a Catalyst for Spiritual Protection and Awakening. Okay, and of course it's by me, Dr. Isom. All right, let's go on to the next way that we can charge the bottle of water. We can also use infrared light. Now this one is real interesting because you can actually have an infrared red light therapy. It's real important. A lot of people know about it. But I can actually take this bottle of water, place it here. I can get my red light little device here. I can turn it on, aim it at the water, and bingo, there you go. So right now, this red light energy is going infused into the water, and it has a certain frequency. Red light is good for your skin, your cells, the mitochondria. It has a lot of benefit. You can Google those benefits all you want online. We just want to keep this real simple. But you can charge this water with that specific frequency of red light, and then you can drink this water, and you can begin to get some of those properties in your own body. And this will be very beneficial to healing you as well. So I highly recommend red light therapy. It's really great to use this when you're dealing with water. All right, and so I got numbers 5 on the list of charging water. And this time, we're going to really get a little techno. We're going to use a laser. Now, when I was young, lasers were only available to scientists. You had to have a lot of money. But today, anybody can get a laser. You know, lasers are easy to get, even just for fun. So I have this laser here, and you can see my bottle of water. I'm going to turn it on. Oh, okay, I'm going to let you see a pattern here on the wall. And I can do a lot of things with this laser. As you can see, I can change the pattern. Isn't that pretty cool? So I can do pulses with this. This is a green laser, of course. And I can take this laser and I can shine it into the water. So as you can see right now, the laser is passing through the water. It's restructured energetically this water to the frequency of the laser. There are different colored lasers as well. And this happens to be a green one. But this is a way to charge your, to reorganize the molecules in the water to be more energetically conducive to your own body as well. So I love playing with this laser, and it's just great to restructure your body using a laser. Okay, moving on to number 6. Okay, we have another method for using it, which is called the Celtic weave. Now, I learned this method from Donna Eden, who's done a lot of work in energy medicine and healing and opened up awareness to many, many people. And one of the things I learned from what's called the Celtic weave. It looks like this. So you can see my hand is like moving in a spiral-like pattern. Okay, I'm going to move that right into the camera. You can keep watching my hand. You might even begin to feel some of that energy coming through, right, on your screen. Spiral weave. So what I'm going to do is take my hand, the hand's electromagnetically charged, and I'm going to pass it over the water using a spiral, the Celtic weave pattern, which is part of sacred geometry, as so. And right now I am charging that water with sacred geometry energy and a spiral. Okay, it's making it more balanced, yin and yang, and it's helping with the water. So that's one way. Another way you can use your hands, you can use parallel palms, a face on the side of the water, like this. And this left side palm is yin, and the right side is yang, positive and negative. So we have flow of energy passing through the water. And I can use intent to direct my intent into the water to help restructure this water. And one of the things I like to do, I have a little prayer or intent thing that I like to do with the water. I talk to the water, and I'll share with you. What I do is, I am now channeling energy from source through my hands into this water to optimize the healing of my mind, body, spirit, and emotions. And I charge this energy that flows through my hands. It's being charged from the subatomic level to the galactic. From the galactic level to the subatomic level. to optimize healing, nutrition, regeneration, and rejuvenation of my mind, body, and spirit. Ashe, ashe. Okay, so that's another method that you can use, that palm, using your own hands to charge the water. Now we have 2 more left, all right? I hope you're enjoying this video so far. And again, you know, if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe to our channel so we can make some more interesting video and bring you the latest in our research and development from Life is Healing. That's lifeishealing.com. Okay, the last 2, the next 2, number 7, I like to do something really interesting, which is I have tuning forks. Yes, different types of tuning forks, different colors and different frequency. Okay, so this is a red tuning fork, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to use sound. Now, the science is called cymatics, and when sound touches object, it creates geometric patterns or very interesting type of shapes, and this actually changes things on a molecular level. Okay, so I hit this. You can't hear it, but I pass it over this, and I'm using that spiral weaving pattern, that Celtic weave pattern. And the sound now is, the frequencies are traveling in the water, the red frequency, and this particular frequency here is 194.18 hertz. And that can be used for healing. There are charts on how to do this. If you want to hear it, you can also place it on the... Hear that sound? And then you can see the other ones have a different sound. This is purple for the chakra. Can you hear that? That vibration. That energy is going right in there. Isn't that great? All right, so you can use sound and tuning forks to charge your water. The last and the final, last but not least, way to charge water is with an orgone generator. As I said before earlier in my book, I do have a chapter on orgone generators and how to use them and what they're about. So if you're not familiar with it, you can get more information if you are too. Orgone generator is important. Orgone generator is good to block out Wi-Fi signals, just to give you a little bit. It restructures energy. It's in the shape of a pyramid. So you get some of that pyramidal type of power coming in. If you ever study the power of the pyramid, again, it goes back to sacred geometry. It's very important. And it also raises the orgone is the chi, the prana, and the energy field that surrounds the earth. This actually absorbs it. So I take my orgone generator and I place it right here on top of the water, on the jar, okay, on my lid. If I don't have a lid, I can place it right next to it as well. And as you can see, my orgone generator is being placed on top. And sometimes what I like to do is just go way overboard, and I'll turn on my laser too. And I'll get the energy from the orgone generator, as you can see here, passing into the water and into the energy field. This is just so wonderful. So you can combine these methods and these techniques as well to help restructure your water, to energize it, and to make it the healthiest water full of life, full of energy, and full of chi. Okay, that right now, I think that wraps up everything that I had to cover today. I hope you really enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and we're lifeishealing.com. I'll leave a few things in the description below. And again, I'm Dr. Isom, and have a wonderful day.